Hey, bitch. Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, today I want us to talk about, a little piece of Real Housewives of Potomac. Not the full episode just yet. I got to get it to my patrons first, all right? But it will be over here on the YouTube. Make sure your notification bells and everything is on, right? But I want to talk about Gizelle Bryant and Robyn Dixon because, they have a podcast, Reasonably Shady, and they are finally discussing Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband, Eddie Osefo. And for those of you guys that may have been somewhere under a rock, Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband, Eddie Osefo, were arrested recently due to insurance fraud. All right. They have over 30 plus charges against the both of them. Now, recently, Dr. Wendy did put in, a request via her attorney to pretty much have those charges dismissed, dropped. They want to have all evidence that was seized or whatever removed because they felt like everything was done either illegally or unlawfully. All right. So, they have some things that they have to work out moving forward, right? She would like to have the charges dropped, but then also she's asking and requesting that should there be a trial, that these two be tried separately or whatever the case is, okay? It appears that at the time that this information came out, Eddie did not have an attorney, but I do believe that Eddie has recently hired an attorney to represent him as well, and I'm sure those details may come out more during this week, right? Well, again, getting back to Gizelle and Robyn, because they are going to be discussing this, they have not talked about it when the news broke, right? And Robyn kind of goes into details as to why they have yet to do so. And she also kind of hints at the fact that she says that she knew everything that was going on before TMZ even knew. So is it giving Rob, okay? Is it Rob MZ? Is it RMZ and no longer TMZ? Let us just go ahead and hop right on over here and check out what it is the ladies had to say about Dr. Wendy and her husband, Eddie Osefo.
We had pre-recorded 2 episodes of Reasonably Shady on that Thursday. And then Friday is when the news of the arrest hit. So we missed it. So now we're here and we got to talk about it because that's what we do. We talk about stuff. All right. So anyway, so when the story first came out, it was just very vague. It was like they were arrested for fraud. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? What did they do? And there was no details. Like, okay, like what kind of fraud? What is it related to? And so, I put my little thinking cap on and I immediately was like, because everyone was like, what is it? And I was like, y'all, I think it's related to this robbery that they had at their house.
Right.
And so I went to the Maryland case search. I looked up the case. I saw that.
Wait. Okay. For the record, Robyn's going to do the research. Robyn going to do the research. Just want y'all to notice.
I'm going to figure it out. I'm like, let me find the facts. So I went to Maryland case search, found the case. And then I saw the dates where it was like, the charges were related to certain dates, and it was all in like April.
Let me pause right here because I feel like people are already ready to drag Robyn, and y'all ready to go ahead and say, well, you ain't researched that husband. What about when that man was out there cheating and this, that, and the other? You know what I'm saying? And maybe she did research it. Who knows? I don't know. The lady came out, gave some information. Maybe Robyn did know it. I felt like Robyn's biggest issue for me was the fact that she did not bring her own tea or whatever to the show. Right? But let's be clear. Robyn hasn't really been a fan of Wendy's, like for real. Like in the last season, I don't think she was that much of a fan of hers. So I mean, like some people, and maybe not all, right? But some people gonna try and look up and see what the hell going on with a person that they're not really fond of. Like, well, what's really happening over here? What they got going on? Is this real? So I don't know. Some part of me don't really fault Robyn for looking up information that a lot of other people would have done as well, okay? But if y'all want to tag her, I'm gonna let y'all tag her because y'all gonna do that anyway because it's just how y'all is, all right? So let us get right on back into what she had to say.
24. And so then I was like, then I went to Google and I was like, Wendy Osefo house robbed. And that came up and it was in April of 2024. I was like, okay, so this is related to their house, the robbery at their house. So I put it together before TMZ told the world what it was about.
Right.
But anyway, I mean, first I want to say I am highly shocked, surprised, and disappointed by these charges.
I'm disappointed. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah. If everything that is in these documents is true, so of course you're guilty and innocent until proven guilty. But if everything in these charging documents is true, I'm highly disappointed. And then I just have so many questions, like, why did we feel the need to do this?
Why?
Yeah.
That is my biggest question. Like I immediately thought, first of all, huge disappointment, sad, right? Because this is so sad for their children, you know,
Yeah.
guilty or innocent. Their parents were removed from their house and brought down to a police station and charged. They have mugshots. That is, I'm sure, super scary for their children.
Yeah.
So sad. But like, why? Well, surely not. In my mind, I'm like, this can't be for materialistic things. Like, you don't.
I mean, what else is it for though? Because it was highly intentional, highly planned, not well thought out, but thought out.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes me wonder, like, so like I saw a clip where she was kind of like talking about how well Happy Eddie is doing. So it makes me think like, okay, well, was that a exaggeration? Like, was that not the truth? I don't know. But it's also like, why? And then my why questions, like, why did they think that they could get away with this? I don't understand how they thought that they were going to get away with that. It was
she recently put out a statement, I think, or maybe her team did, about she's saying that she was, what does it say? That she was charged wrongly?
Yeah. So the lawyers, I mean, this is like typical lawyer. This is like the first step in a legal case. Honestly, it's not.
Oh, this is normal.
Yeah. I mean, Karen did the same thing. She tried to get, tried to say the arrest was kind of illegal and just trying to say that they didn't follow proper procedure with the arrest and with certain things.
Yeah.
This is typical legal procedure. The lawyer is going to do everything they can.
Yeah, I believe that Karen did do that. And yeah, I think Robyn's kind of right. Like, I mean, this, I think, is very much so normal for them to try to see what they can do. Like, they may not get any charges dropped, but we got to at least try and see what they are willing to do. Because if we can get these dropped, then maybe, it'll be a little better for you. Maybe a little peace. Who knows? It depends on what they're willing to drop and what they're not willing to drop. Right. But because these are two Black individuals, in my opinion, living in this white neighborhood, I do feel like they're going to be trying to make an example out of Eddie and Wendy 1000%. And they're also going to want people to know that no matter if you are on a television show, they're still going to hold you accountable for anything that you try to do when it comes to these insurance companies or whatever. So it's okay. Always remember, guys, insurance companies can finesse us. We cannot finesse them. All right. So I feel like they may make an example out of them. Now, the only way I can see the charges possibly being dropped against Wendy is if they really don't have any hardcore evidence that she was putting this plan into motion, if Eddie was the one that was sending messages. However, if she signed off on things, then maybe she could be at fault. Right? I don't know. Is the house solely in just Eddie's name? Was the insurance in both of their names? Was it in Eddie's name? I don't know how they would break that down. I'm just asking questions, not necessarily sure, but I'm wondering, is there a way for her to kind of be relieved of these charges? And unfortunately, even if they drop all the charges and even if, Wendy was found innocent or whatever the case is, this mugshot isn't going away. Like, this is still something that is attached to her name, her reputation, and she's gonna have to do a whole lot just to get this up off of her. And because I do feel like Wendy is a person that's solely about her image, in my personal, if Eddie were found to be guilty of these charges and he went on to go to jail, then I feel like a divorce will be looming, because she would want to do that much of detaching herself from this situation as a whole, because I do think that Dr. Wendy is about her image a lot. I mean, it's a lot of people out there like that, but speaking on her in particular. But yeah, let's get into more of what these ladies are talking about here.
Can just to get the case thrown out on anything, on a technicality.
Okay,
so
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Because people were saying that I didn't really understand it. And I read I was looking at the comments or whatever. Because at this point in time, I run to the comments so fast because I'm just like, explain this to me, y'all.
Right.
And people were like, well, why isn't she saying she was innocent? Why isn't she saying she was innocent? So as opposed to, I want I wasn't processed properly. Right.
Right.
Good point. Good question.
I think I'm not a lawyer, but I think as a lawyer, that's probably their first line of defense, to say, you know what? Let's just try to get these charges thrown out on a technicality. Boom. And then that's it, because that, number one, will save you tons of money and lawyer fees and all of that type of stuff. So I think that's just like their first attempt at trying to like get the case thrown out. I don't think it really, I'm not sure. I don't think it really has legs. Karen did attempt the same thing and we see what happened with her.
Okay. Okay. I forgot that Karen did that. I totally forgot.
Yeah. you do feel for the kids because you know everyone and all the kids in their school.
Robyn, baby, don't tell me nothing about feeling for kids. Now, see, this is why I'm gonna have to tap in a little bit, Robyn, because I'll never forget you not inviting Wendy's children to your kids' event, right? Yeah, and then when she thought about inviting the kids to the event, she didn't want Wendy there. She wanted something. So she was like, somebody else could bring the damn kids. So don't be sitting up here talking about you feel sorry for them kids when you don't. Goddamn well. You don't really feel sorry for them kids like that. But anyway, let me not put words in her mouth. I'm just highlighting stuff from the past like everybody else. Keep going.
Know about it or heard about it when their parents, hearing their parents talk about it and
Everybody,
stuff like that. So,
everybody. Now, and
yeah.
I kind of wanted to, when you say her and Eddie, I kind of, I'm so damn crazy. I kind of wanted to be like, just for Wendy's sake, because I do like Wendy.
Say it.
You have your own thoughts, but I do like Wendy, and I wanted to be like, this was all Eddie.
Thank you.
Eddie
Thank you.
I want to tell the people it was all Eddie.
Thank you. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, and I hate to do Eddie like that. I hate to do Eddie in the same way. But I just be feeling like men can handle things more than women can. And if we want to be very technical, okay, since we're trying to get off on a technicality and we want to do this very technical, I feel like you are the one that sent the email. You've been the one that's been in high communication with the insurance company. Like, yeah, like, is that, I know that's bad, but I'm just saying, guys, like, Eddie. I mean, hey, I need Eddie to be out there, ready to advocate and likely take the blame the same way Ray was when it came to Karen Huger. And I know the situations are not the same at all, but hell, Ray was ready to, damn near risk it all. Okay, just to try and save Karen a little piece from getting in trouble and being arrested and going to jail and stuff like that. He was over there coming up with lies for Karen. So, I mean, I just feel like, Eddie, this on you. Okay? This on you a little piece.
Yeah, I can't even say that.
Like, a lot of people are hung up on, like, the insurance claim, which, number one, I just thought was not really smart to try to file $450,000 in insurance. That's a red flag for any insurance company. Like, they're definitely going to do their due diligence and, look into it because that's a lot of money. And I think insurance companies, it's their responsibility to investigate.
And this is what makes it for me very extremely disappointing in Eddie, because you are an attorney. With you being an attorney, and I think sometimes because people got a degree as being an attorney, we put them to a certain type of level, right? When that ain't the case for everybody. But I want to believe that Eddie went to likely a prestigious law school. So the expectation with that is that you would read the details. You would do research on this for it to make sense. Like, what industry of an attorney, like, were you just like corporate for what kind of company did you, like, what did you work in? What industry as an attorney did Eddie actually work? Because why did you not think about this and think this through enough to not ask for that much? You're trying to max out the insurance. You didn't even do enough research to find out whether or not that insurance company would pay out the max. How many people actually receive the max, if that's even available, to the general public. So yeah, that just didn't, but I will say something about it does sound a little fishy. And I don't know if that would be on the end of the police for me or more so on Eddie and Wendy, because I'm like, how did the police even find out about records that or items that were returned all the way back to, what did they say, 2016, 2013? Huh? What that they claimed on the list? So I'm like, are y'all just coming up with stuff out y'all arse? Because let's be clear, sometimes, okay, when it comes to the police, sheriffs, whatever, putting charges against people, they will heighten it to make it sound even more worse than what it really is. And it's up to that person's attorney to kind of like, untangle everything and make it make sense and see how they over exaggerated here or whatever the case is, right? Because it's just like, it's crazy and it's making them look so bad. And I feel like for me, it looks more bad on Eddie than not the Wendy, just a little piece. Because you're the attorney, we expect you to read, know the laws, understand all of this, right? And you just did what the hell you want to do, so much you want to max something out, like, and then you sending her an email, and it didn't say that whether Wendy actually responded back in email, really. But I don't know. I just always feel like men ain't as smart as women, but we gonna go ahead and keep going.
I'm more caught up on staging the robbery. That's what I'm caught up on. Like, dang, like,
I agree on that too, because it's like, listen, I don't think that they are going to drop that, right? Because y'all sat up there and said that y'all were raw while y'all were out of town, came back, everything looked like it's in place. See, that's one thing where I felt like Dr. Wendy's not going to be able to escape from, right? Especially if you were there when they did the whole walkthrough and you were familiar with everything. I don't know. Or was this a plan that Eddie concocted all on his own? And Wendy really didn't know anything about it.
Y'all really were like running through, going around your house, making the place look disheveled and taking stuff out of it. And like, where'd you put the stuff? Did you put it in a U-Haul? Did you put it in a storage locker? Like, that's the part that I'm like caught up on. Like, damn, like, really, y'all really did that. If, what the police are saying is true. Like, I'm like, whoa. And then just not really thinking it through and thinking that the police are going to just go with the story of, oh yeah, someone came through this unlocked window, but there's no traces of any type of like disturbance in the yard or on the deck or in the bathroom, like no trace of dirt, no trace of the roof pebbles and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
I know,
because in the, I don't mean to cut you off, in the defense of the police, that's their job. Their job is to do the work. Their job is to do the DNA. Their job is to sweep it all and fix, because this goes the ID and the CSI and all those shows. They show you how they sweep it. They figure it out.
They retrace the steps of a would-be robber. And so if you have someone coming through your window on the second floor and they went back out that window, you're telling me they took 57 items out the window and like there's no just nothing.
Wait a minute. Where'd you get 57 from?
That's how many items they claimed.
Child, I can't.
That's crazy.
I can't. 57?
Yes.
I thought it was 15. I thought it was.
No, the 50.
What? 57.
57. No, the 15 were when the police came to arrest them and they did a search warrant, they found 15 items that were on the insurance claim in their house. That's the 15.
Yes, I knew that. Okay. 50 claimed 57 items?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Any insurance company is going to be like, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am.
That's okay. If someone really broke in your house and they took some things and you like padded, like you put like 4 extra items on there.
Because that's what people do. Wait. That's what people do. And I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad. No. If you say, oh, oops, my Rolex fell off in the ocean, I'm not mad. You know,
I'm not mad at that.
But that's why I'm like, this is the part where I'm like, the why comes in. Like, why did y'all think y'all were going to get away with this? Because it was so bold. It was the robbery that does not look like a robbery. The 3 claims with 3 different insurance companies of duplicate of the same items. It's the enormous amount that you're claiming. It's the returning the items, like claiming return. I mean, it's just like, why would you think you would get away with this?
We do want to say, to protect ourselves, and it's until proven guilty. We want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Okay. And we hope for the sake of everyone involved, innocent, right? But this is the thing. I promise you, Wendy and I have had our ups and downs, highs and lows over the years. Everyone knows that. But I have always like loved and respected Eddie for sure. Like, I'm like, Eddie? No, not Eddie.
I know. And he's a lawyer at that. Like, come on, lawyer. You know that what you're doing is illegal. And not only is it illegal, but the way you're doing it, you're going to get caught. Like, like I said, I just go back to why. Why did they feel the need to do it? And why do they think they would get away with it? I need y'all, listen, her friends and castmates, y'all need to get to work. And
to do what? What do you want us to do? What are we doing?
Ask her those questions. Get to the bottom of it.
Robyn, do you really think this woman is going to bring her ass onto a national television show and actually incriminate her fucking self if she's trying to get charges dropped? That's the same thing that Karen was doing. Karen was not open to having these conversations. She was not open to doing that because she was trying to get everything dropped, as you said. So she's not going to talk about it. But what it sounds like to me, Robyn, you're going to get a full-on joy out of watching her squirm as people are trying to ask her questions that they know she cannot answer while on camera or even off camera. That is why she hired a lawyer to speak for her legally. All right. So you know what you're doing, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't have any other question, but why? You know,
Yeah.
like, just why? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I just want to know why, and make me understand. Walk me through it, because Wendy, I know, is a wonderful mother. I know she would never do anything to like jeopardize her being a mother to her children. I can
right.
100% say that. So
Yeah.
I
So
don't
that's
get
the
it.
part where it's like, I can't make it make sense. But and then I do have to wonder, like, was there a need or pressure to have so many material things? I don't know, like that you go to this extent. I still can't make that make sense. Like,
Yeah.
is this a materialistic, are they driven by materialistic things, or was there like some deeper issues? I don't know, but
yeah. Or like, let's say they have, you know, family in Nigeria that they want to send money to. I don't know. Make it make sense. But like, just for materialistic things, to me, makes zero sense.
Yeah. And then you have to wonder, like, okay, well, is this the first time that this has been done? You know, because it just seems so far-fetched to do it at this point in their lives, when she's been on a reality show for so long, and, you know, Eddie has this successful business. So it's like, okay, if you have to do this now, maybe what were you doing before? I don't know. Woo. Like, I don't know. And then to think there's two highly educated people that agreed to do this. Like, I know if one came to me and was like, Robyn, I gotta get rich quick scheme. Let's do it. I'm like, oh hell no.
You know why your ass wouldn't do it, Robyn? Because you already know what it's like to fuck up some money and stuff. Like when you let that friend or whatever get all that money of once that wasn't even damn yours. Okay? And your ass got frauded. Right? I think you learned from that situation. Even though you about didn't technically commit a damn crime, Ron probably felt like you did because it was his damn money that you got tied the hell up and lost. And he was the one that probably was frauded or whatever. But all in all, y'all coins got tied the hell up. Like, girl, yeah. I think that you've learned your lesson from that to where you wouldn't do nothing like this. Okay? But let's finish this last little piece.
Hell,
You like playing?
no.
Come on.
Right. Hell no. So the fact that like both of them did it together, and knowing that they know better, is like, I don't understand. So
Yeah. In the words of Karen, they will be vindicated. Do you think they'll be vindicated?
well,
Girl,
they
no.
hope they'll be vindicated, and you know,
Yeah,
I will hope.
hopefully they didn't commit this crime, but you know, it's not very
Yeah.
smart.
All right. So y'all just heard what Gizelle and Robyn had to say about the situation at hand. Like, I hope that at least one of them could be vindicated, i.e. Wendy. But I don't know. These folks done did a full press conference and everything. So I honestly at this point don't know what to really believe, aside from they really did the shit, but I don't know. Okay, I wasn't there. I only know the accusations that are put out there about them, because again, they are innocent until proven guilty. But can I just say, and y'all let me know your thoughts about this. I just feel like, what is Wendy showing the ladies in Potomac as to why so many people, I feel like Robyn may not have fully been enjoying this moment, but at the same time, it was kind of giving like, that what y'all get type of thing. Like, you know, it kind of gave a little bit of the energy of the different housewives that I've been seeing under Ineka's post, talking about, and all her jewelry is accounted for, and this, that, and the other, and something about prevailing, and this, that. And it's like, girl, what? It's like, what is Dr. Wendy showing y'all as to why y'all don't like her? Like, you know, like, I don't know. But anyway, it's something about it. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. Like, is she not as authentic as a lot of us would want to believe? You know, basically a lot of what she was saying about Angel during the show, you show up one way on camera, or on, not so much as on camera, but on Instagram, but then you show up this way over here, completely different. I don't know. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below about all of that. Of course, I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta checking my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM. And the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATL. Got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I could face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film. I can feel the pool